my seductive friends. We are here to review the Game Chasers movie. Review them. But you see, we got a special way of doing that. Special way. It's my first movie review. Should be celebrated with seductive pleasure. Now, let me tell you, this review is going to be fair. And so, it's not some joke. It's a serious review. However, I will warn you, I only saw 30 minutes of the movie, which is about a third of it, because I couldn't stand to sit through the rest of it, because it was just terrible. So, I got my notes here, college style. First of all, for the record, I did not buy the movie. Thank God. They took enough money from donations. I don't think they needed any more. So, first of all, the premise is that these two guys, part of the Game Chasers, I know it's nothing but the Game Chasers, are like, need to find their old NES because they miss it and they're unsuccessful. There's a lot of jokes about them like not having successful jobs and things like that. Probably a reference to their real lives to some degree, but like, it's like there's definitely 4 Game Chasers. I don't know a dick about any of them besides a little bit about Shady J and Greasy Eric. And let me tell you, this movie's not good.
Michael's movie? 2 thumbs down.
It's not just some clickbait movie. I mean, review. This is real stuff. Okay? Every stupid nerd joke that isn't funny of like these people being obsessed with games.
You NES fanboys make me sick. 8 bits, no blast processing. Why do you even game? My trained gaming eyes.
These people, you know, like trying to make themselves look pathetic in a humorous way. It's like all that predictable jokes are just in there all the time. Like the main 2 characters are just these people not very successful, and they're like, there are some of these like action comedy scenes that are really cringy. Like they're scared of this. Like there was this segment that they introduced out of nowhere. Like they don't have any real like introduction for this, like that fits into it. It's just completely random. They're in a restaurant with no interesting introduction to it. It's just this girl has a pet spider. And the joke is like she has.
Not to bring your pet spider to the restaurant. Oh, he's hungry too.
She has, you know, a spider and it gets let loose and everyone's scared of the spider and the spider goes in for it.
Authority! It's a spider!
It's like not even funny though, the way they present it. It's like they show these exaggerate clips of them being scared of the spider, but they're not even funny. Like, they could have made it funny if they at least tried. There was this really, like, the first joke in the movie was, like, the worst joke in the absolute world ever. It was this joke that they actually, like, reused, like, twice, where it's, like, it shows them as kids. And I don't even remember the name of it. I remember Jay, the other main character, the miserable guy who looks like Ryan Gosling. That guy, he's given an NES from, like, his grandparents. And, yeah, the movie opens up in a way that's just a little bit too fast, and, like, there's this really embarrassing joke I remember they said where it's like, "Hi, I'm whatever his name is, Ryan, and I suck at NES." It's like, it's not even funny.
"Hi, I'm Billy, and I suck at video games."
Then they remake the joke again, this completely boring, horrible, sci-fi, like there's a joke sci-fi scene. It's like 4 minutes long. It lasted forever.
Oh, hi, my name's Billy. I suck at murdering aliens. Hi, I'm Jay, and I have badass hair.
It's just them like going around in these ships. You don't even see the ships like moving or anything. It's literally just them and these chroma key people in this stupid, you know, exaggerate thing where like, oh, I'm shooting. The sound effects weren't very vibrant either. That's the thing. Like every time there was like a shot where it was like comedy, like there's this shot like this old man being pissed or this old woman being pissed or the spider. It's always like they don't like think about like the art of cinematography whatsoever. Like they just barely follow the standard of like, you know, good quality clips, but there's no like, you know, comedic close-ups or anything that really like stands out. It's really bland.
I got weeds in the front yard more useful than you to me. They put nutriments in my lawn. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna get some, put them in a uniform, give them a check, because you two are fired.
Like, yeah, that sci-fi scene that was like 4 minutes long at the beginning was one of the most boring scenes I've ever seen, ever. And like, there's some of these clips of like bad things happening to the main character, or like this guy like knocks down like an attic door, and the guy like Jay gets hit by it, and it shows him on the floor. It's like this. It's like, it's not funny just because, like, he gets hit by something. That's not funny by itself. And yeah, like 8-Bit Eric plays this paranormal guy, and like they make these jokes that are just like really tasteless. Like he makes this joke at one point that's just really kind of like almost disturbing and not even funny.
I once saw the ghost of an old man in my backyard a few months ago. He mooned me and gave me the finger.
Oh, okay.
She needs to stick it in all the way. Wow.
About how like a ghost like raped him or something like that, and it's just like talked about in this really lame way, and it's like that's not even bland. That's just kind of disturbing and told in just this joke way that's not even funny. Like there's this scene where 8-Bit Eric is like in a bathroom stall, and the joke is that like he's eating at the same time as being in the stall, like he's the messy video game nerd or whatever. But it's like it doesn't even have a presence to it, you know? Like it's like a very clean looking stall. Like I said, everything in the movie is so bland and clean that it just doesn't have like the aesthetics. Like they were always just following protocol for like, you know, stupid stuff. Like it's bad.
And if that's not sad, I don't know what else is. I'm not even a defender of 8-Bit Eric. In fact, I can't stand him. I think he's the worst part of Game Chasers, and I'm actually glad that he has not been on an episode in quite some time.
I don't really understand the concept of people thinking that just because you've released a movie that means that you're like big or something. It's clearly not the case. Just look at like someone like 8-Bit Eric's followers after the movie. It's nothing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they just said like the top donator to the movie was the producer. They clearly did not know much about movie production. Why else did it take so long? Some people even accuse them of, you know, like faking, you know, not really even making the movie. And I don't blame them. It's like even when people came to the movie premiere, you know, I could totally picture people at the movie premiere or those conventions that they presented the movie at. I could totally picture, you know, the audience making a bunch of like fake laughs at these kind of predictable jokes. Like, yeah, I have to laugh at that. Kind of like the Oscars or something. I swear to God, it's fucked. It's bad. I'm proud that I didn't finish it. It's bad. I mean, really bad. 8-Bit Eric claims that he gets like his shirts sold. First of all, nobody gives a fuck about him enough to follow the fact that he changed his name to 8BE, all just because he's obsessed with this one YouTuber who complains about him a little. And because it was to, you know, stop the algorithm of, you know, stop Darius Truxton from appearing whenever somebody searched 8-Bit Eric. Because, like, you know, what else has 8-Bit Eric been? And I guess the reason he was so pissed about Darius Truxton all these years is just because he's never had a real following on YouTube, so he had nothing else to do. Yet Darius Truxton's the one who doesn't even try to get money and doesn't spend time on Twitter or anything, and yet he still gets more views than Eric. I mean, that's bad. That's bad. That's bad. The only reason people bought his shirts was because, you know, when he went to those conventions, he just told them, you know, hey, I'm a YouTuber, I'll give you promotion for whatever shop you're hosting at this whatever warehouse. You know, that's why a lot of, like, the shop owners were saying they bought his shirt, because they thought it would get him promotion, because they thought he was a YouTuber. And it's like, enough of the lies, brother. Enough of the lies. You're not happy doing this. You are dead. Dead inside. And no, of course the movie is not going to get you success, okay? Nobody gives an F. They suck on wiener forever.